What if you were born into a world of total darkness, a place where sunlight has never entered, not even once? Now imagine living there with no eyes at all. Sounds impossible, right? But deep beneath the surface of the earth, in dark underwater caves, lives a strange creature that survives, moves, hunts and thrives without ever needing eyes. In this video, we'll explore who this animal is, what makes it so unique, where it lives, when and why it lost its eyes, and finally, how it continues to survive without ever seeing the world. Let's dive in. The animal we're talking about is called the Texas Blind Salamander. It might be one of the strangest looking creatures you've never seen. This small amphibian has a long, thin body, short legs, a flat head, and gills sticking out from both sides of its neck like soft red feathers. But the most interesting part? It has no eyes. Not small eyes, not hidden eyes, none. Its skin is smooth and pale, almost white. And where most creatures have eyes, the Texas Blind Salamander has nothing, just soft skin. But don't let that fool you. This animal is very much alive, and it's actually a master of survival. Scientists say it has evolved perfectly for the dark world it lives in, and it doesn't even need light to stay alive. Most animals rely heavily on their eyes. Eyes help find food, avoid predators, and navigate the world. But the Texas Blind Salamander broke that rule. It evolved in a place so dark that eyes became useless. So instead of depending on sight, this salamander developed other powerful senses. Here's what makes it so special. Its skin is extra sensitive and can detect tiny vibrations in the water. This helps it feel if something is nearby. It has a strong sense of smell in the water. It uses chemical signals to locate food and other creatures. It can even detect changes in water pressure and direction to guide itself through narrow cave passages. In a way, this animal doesn't see the world. It feels it, hears it, smells it. Its world is made of movement, sound, and flow. That's what makes the Texas Blind Salamander so fascinating. It shows us that life doesn't always follow the rules we expect. Now let's talk about where this animal calls home. And trust me, it's not anywhere you'd go on vacation. The Texas Blind Salamander lives only in the underground caves of Texas, specifically in the Edwards Aquifer near San Marcos. This is a huge system of water-filled caves beneath the ground. These caves are cold wet, full of water, and completely dark. Sunlight never reaches this place, not even a tiny bit. It's a world where time feels frozen and silence surrounds everything. But in this deep, hidden world, the Texas Blind Salamander lives its life, undisturbed and unseen. You won't find this creature in lakes or rivers. You won't find it in forests or ponds, only in one hidden cave system in the world. That's it. And that makes it not just rare, but incredibly valuable to science. That brings us to the next question. When and why did this animal lose its eyes? To answer that, we have to go back. A long time ago. Scientists believe that the ancestors of the Texas Blind Salamander used to live above ground, in areas where light was available. Back then, they had eyes, just like other salamanders, but over thousands, maybe millions of years, some of them started living deeper and deeper into underground cave systems. In these caves, there was no light, so eyes became useless. And in nature, anything that is not used eventually fades away. Why grow eyes if they don't work? Why spend energy creating something that has no purpose? Through the process of evolution, the salamander's body slowly stopped developing eyes, and instead, it began to strengthen other senses, like touch, smell, and sound detection. This is how nature works: adapt or disappear. The Texas Blind Salamander adapted perfectly. It traded sight for survival. Now here's the big question. How does this animal survive with no eyes, no sunlight, and very little food? The answer: efficiency and patience. Let's break it down. It uses very little energy. Because it doesn't move much, And because its body is adapted to cold, it doesn't need to eat often. Some believe it can go weeks or even months without eating. It feeds on tiny animals like small shrimp, snails, and aquatic worms that also live in the caves. It waits in still water and uses its senses to feel when prey is nearby, then quickly snatches it with its mouth. It's incredibly sensitive to the environment. It can detect tiny changes in water temperature, pressure, and vibration, helping it stay away from danger or swim toward food. It has external gills that help it breathe in low-oxygen environments. These red, feathery gills pull oxygen directly from the water. In short, the Texas blind salamander is a survival expert. It doesn't need to chase. It doesn't need to fight. It just waits, senses, and survives. This is a creature designed not for speed or strength, but for stillness, silence, and endurance. The Texas blind salamander teaches us an important lesson. Life always finds a way. Even in the darkest, coldest, most isolated places on Earth, nature continues to evolve and adapt. This tiny eyeless salamander is proof that sight is not the only way to see. That sometimes being still, being quiet, and being aware of every small movement can be even more powerful. In a way, it's almost poetic. So the next time you hear someone say, "I wouldn't survive without my eyes," remember the Texas blind